Hi everybody, this is the baseball head, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion, your host, the Hut, and welcome back to the baseball hut 2. I hope you like this video and hit that subscribe button. So we're going to talk about 3 subjects in this video: the Cubs, the Blue Jays, the Yankees, and Seth Lugo. Well, that's really 4 subjects, isn't it? Well, you'll get it when we get to it. First up, the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays, for some reason, have decided, I got a great idea. Let's trade our shortstop, Bichette. So all these rumors are popping up about the shortstop Bichette, and I did a video on him on Wednesday. So I figured I want to do something a little more concrete here in this video. From FanSided, 3 players the Cubs must include in any Bichette trade. The Cubs will have to part with a significant amount of assets if they want to make a trade for Bichette. Okay, the Chicago Cubs continue to be linked to just about every big-name player to hit the market, whether it's via trade or free agency. Players like Shohei Ohtani, Juan Soto, and Pete Alonso have been linked to the team for months. And Bichette is a new player in the blue corner to be connected to the Cubs. The Cubs being linked to stars makes sense. They have the money available to pay free agents and have the prospect capital to acquire stars and deals. What's strange is the fit with Bichette. With the Cubs having Nico Horner and Dansby Swanson locked into their middle infield for the foreseeable future, Chicago will reportedly have Bichette play third base. Bichette, ranking in the 31st percentile in arm strength while playing shortstop according to Baseball Savant, makes that fit odd. But with the Cubs apparently being interested in Bichette for over a year now, they seem to be focused on simply acquiring him more than his fit at the hot corner. A Blue Jays team trying to compete, parting with one, if not their best position player, wouldn't make much sense. But with Bichette and fellow star Vladimir Guerrero Jr. just 2 years away from hitting free agency, it's possible they could look to part with one if they think it's unlikely they sign both. If they were to make the unlikely decision to trade him, they'd ask for an absolute haul. They'd need at least these 3 players, if not more, to get a deal done. I think with these kind of trades, you always want to give up 4 players. In an ideal world, the Jays acquire a big power bat if they part with Bichette. With Pete Crow Armstrong isn't that, he can't do just about anything else on a baseball field, while also sprinkling in at least a bit of pop. Crow Armstrong was selected in the first round by the Mets in the 2020 MLB draft, before being shipped to the Cubs in the deal that sent Javi Baez to New York. All Crow Armstrong has done since is developed, and he is now considered the 12th best prospect in all of baseball. Toronto has been looking to do things the last season. 1, get more left-handed. 2, get better defensively and on the base paths. Acquiring Crow Armstrong, a left-handed hitter who is considered an elite defender and center with blazing speed, accomplishes both of those with flying colors. An outfield that consists of Dalton Varsho in left, Crow Armstrong in center, and George Springer in right will likely be the best defensive trio in the majors. Crow Armstrong is likely to become the hitter Bichette is, but he could be a great get for this Jays team. With Kevin Kiermaier a free agent, Crow Armstrong could step right in and play center field on opening day. Also in this, Cade Horton. Horton is the Cubs' number 2 prospect and is ranked 29th overall on MLB Pipeline's top 100 list. Additionally, he's considered the 4th best pitching prospect in all of baseball, even ahead of Ricky Titleman. Yes, the Blue Jays do have an already stacked starting rotation, but let's imagine adding Horton to the picture. Horton possesses a high-velocity fastball to go along with a wicked slider. He rose 3 levels from single A all the way to double A Tennessee. He posted 2.65 ERA and 21 starts overall. Adding Horton gives the Jays flexibility to trade a guy like Titleman and a potential Juan Soto trade to help the offense, or could just give them absolute absurd depth. If he gets off to a good start, it's possible Horton is ready later this year to debut. If not, this season, it'd certainly be next. Starting pitching is the biggest need for Toronto, but Horton is too good to not include. Fit isn't as important as talent. 2 years of Bichette on cheap money is extremely valuable. The Jays need to shoot for the moon, and Horton is one of the most valuable assets in the Chicago Cubs system. And finally with this is they mentioned Christopher Morel. A Bichette trade wouldn't only be one for prospects. The Blue Jays would still be trying to compete, and Morel would certainly help them do that. The 24-year-old is coming off a strong year for Chicago, slashing .247 with 26 homers and 70 RBIs. He had 821 OPS and a 116 OPS plus. Now, he's not Bo, but Morel can at least provide the power Bichette has for Toronto. As promising as he looks on paper, Morel is still a player with very clear flaws. His positional versatility looks good on paper as he played 3 positions in the infield and the outfield, but that's mostly because he doesn't have a position. Morel's poor defense could force him into a permanent DH role, which is fine, but not super versatile or super valuable. In addition, Morel struck out a 31% clip. Matt Chapman's strikeouts frustrated Jays fans, and he only fanned 28.4% of the time in 2023. Morel, being just 24 years old, now the team controlled through 2028. The 2028 season makes him a must-add, but his deficiencies make him more of a complementary piece in a Bichette deal rather than the headlines Crow, Armstrong, and Horton would be. Now let's start with the New York Yankees. There's a little interesting kind of blurb about the Yankees from MLB trade rumors. Yankees showing interest in Jordan Montgomery. Well, they traded this guy. Why would they be interested in bringing him back? Yankees seem to be considering a reunion with former rotation stalwart Jordan Montgomery, according to the New York Post's John Heyman. The club has been looking at him as a possible off-season sign, and it appears to be slightly more than just due diligence. As Heyman writes that the Yankees have been particular about rotation targets. Previous reports have linked such arms as Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Frankie Montas, Yariel Rodriguez, and before he was signed with the Phillies, Aaron Nola to the Yankees pitching wish list. It's probably safe to assume the Bronx Bombers have had some level of interest in Shohei Ohtani, even though he won't be able to pitch in 2024. Obviously, Montgomery's a known quantity for the Yankees, having started his pro career in the Pinstripes after being drafted in the first round in 2024. Now, despite his success with the Yankees, the left-hander was dealt to the Cardinals at the 2022 trade deadline, a move that since became infamous in the Bronx. Harrison Bader came from St. Louis in a 1-for-1 deal, and apart from a spectacular power surge during the Yankees' 22 playoff run, Bader's time in New York was a bust, complete total bust. Meanwhile, Montgomery's start free agent price tag only continued to rise. He pitched well for St. Louis during the rest of the 2022 season and into the deadline and into 2023. But the Cardinals' own struggles saw Montgomery again on the move at the deadline, this time to the Rangers. From there, Montgomery became one of the key factors of the Rangers' World Series run. He posted a 2.79 ERA of 67 2/3 innings in the regular season just to help Texas get into the playoffs. And the lefty then had a 2.90 ERA over 31 postseason frames. And finally in this video, I know you're all interested in this part of the video. Let's talk about Seth Lugo, former Met, former Padre, from MLB trade rumors. Seth Lugo drawing widespread interest. Multiple reports have indicated that the demand for starting pitching is huge this offseason. And one player that could benefit is right-hander Seth Lugo. And an appearance on Foul Territory, Robin Murray of Fanside reports that Lugo's market is extensive and more than half the league has checked in on him. Lugo spent most of his career, as you know, in the Mets bullpen. Last year, he was able to sign a 2-year deal with an opt-out with the Padres. He basically started 26 games, to 146 in the third innings. Now, he's had issues with his arm. His arm was able to hold up. He did miss a month of the year due to a calf strain, but apart from that, he pitched really well, and his workload wasn't crazy. Now that he's proven himself of filling a starting role, his market should be even stronger this offseason than it was last year, making it an easy decision for him to opt out and retry free agency. Given his age, it would be hard for Lugo to go too far beyond a 3-year deal. They're saying here 3 years, $42 million. But that seems perhaps why so many clubs are interested. Aaron Nola already secured himself a 7-year, $172 million deal. So we'll see where Seth goes. And I will keep doing videos on these players. Try to do this sort of potpourri of videos for you. Hope this will appeal to you. Please hit that subscribe button. You want to know about what's going on with Bichette you want to know what's going on with Jordan Montgomery, what's going on with Seth Lugo. So hit that subscribe button. And thank you for watching me and watching the channel. It's been a long day here, folks. Thank you for watching this video. And please subscribe to the Baseball Hut too, and I'll see you later.